Hundreds of Hopkins County residents turned out to take a good look at the new county jail facility during an open house Tuesday afternoon. Tours took them through the facility. They saw new office space for Sheriff's Office administration, investigators, and deputies, jail exercise areas, cooking and laundry facilities, dispatch area, visitation areas, and a courtroom for arraignments. The tour included visits to cells. There was a brief program with County Judge Robert Newsom presiding.
I want to introduce to you our City Council Mayor, Kayla Price, who will introduce the City Council. Where are you? There you are, Kayla. Kayla Price.
We actually have a City Council meeting in just a little bit, so I'm not sure how many of my fellow council members were able to make it. I do know John Sellers, former mayor and council member Place 7 is here. John, where are you? And I'm going to run through the list real quick in case I did miss somebody. Craig Johnson, Clay Walker, Oscar Aguilar, Freddie Taylor, and Mayor Pro Tem Emily Glass. We do have Mark Maxwell, our city manager, here. This morning to spend a couple of hours with the Blue Santa program. I know y'all are all familiar with that. There were members of the police department, the sheriff's department, and the fire department there at Walmart collecting toys and gifts and money. And of course, CJ Duffy had some wonderful sandwiches available for sale. I think between that program and seeing those people giving their time for the betterment of our community, and then knowing that the citizens voted in an additional tax to make this building happen, I think that shows the respect our community has for our law enforcement individuals and the dedication that they have to the community. So congratulations, commissioners and judges. This is wonderful, and we're glad to be a part of it.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to introduce someone who's a very, very good friend of mine, and he's the former county judge who kicked all this off with our commissioners that are standing behind me here today. Chris Brown. Come up, Chris.
Thank you, Judge. Just want to say congratulations to you 6 up here. I know this has been quite a feat. Quite a lot of things had to come together to bring you to this point today. I do want to say it was, I guess, just almost 5 years when I walked in the door. The commissioners that were here kind of told Commissioner Odell and I about the jail and about the situation. But it was really impressed upon me when we were down at a training in Austin within the first couple of weeks. And the Jail Standards Commission was really breathing hard down our necks. And I got to meet the executive director for the jail standards. And this guy was about 6'4", 6'5", had real mean eyes, just a real stern face. And he gave a presentation in this auditorium. So there were hundreds of us there. And afterwards, we took a break, and I just bebopped down, got myself a little oatmeal cookie, and turned around, and there he is. And that sucker grew to about 7'8". And he looked at me, he looked at my name tag, and he said, "Hopkins County, huh?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You're on my list." So I came back, and we started having a lot of conversation. But through a couple of meetings that we had, we really were able to get out to the public, and whether we were talking in front of 400 people with 2 questions or 2 people with 400 questions. And for those who are on the ballot this next time, good luck down in Miller Grove. They got a lot of questions. But I really want to congratulate our law enforcement officers. These are the guys that really we've come out and we've done this for. The guys that work here in the jail, out on the streets for us, both in the city and the county. They work hard for us, and I know most of the voters out here, that's what they did this for, to really come out and support the guys in blue, the guys in brown, and the guys that are working hard in the jail every day. So, Butch, congratulations on your new office for you and your dollies. Congratulations on getting the project finished up. Great luck.
Thank you, Judge. And I want to tell you that 20 years ago, when I was your county attorney, I remember going to the jail commission and they said, "You're going to have to do something." I'll just tell you, the last 20 to 25 years, it's been continual. today isn't a reality, that I wasn't sure when or if that would ever happen. So thank you as taxpayers, and I know I'm speaking to you today. Thank you very much. I believe it's money well spent. All right, we started talking about taxes and we'll take off into bad shape. So anyway, let me introduce somebody to you. Several years ago, I remember Butch and I driving around the county. We need a new jail. What can we do? And that was when I was district judge, so that was a number of years ago. And he and I talked a number of times over this. The sheriff that was finally able to make it happen, and you know him well, he's a friend to everyone, Butch Adams.
I will start off with thanking each and every one in this community, this county, and that are here. Without y'all, we don't survive at the Hopkins County Sheriff's Office. We consider y'all our bestest friends, and we are so thankful for everything y'all do for us. I've got several people here. There's not a one of them who will tell you that we try hard for you, and we try to do it for you, and that's our goal. But most of all, I thank y'all for this. It's been a long road, been many years, but I think we've finally done it, and this is what's going to happen to make it better. Thank y'all.
I would like all of the deputies, jailers, all jail personnel, and sheriff's office personnel. If you're standing up, raise your hand. If you're sitting down, raise your hand so we can see you. They're here. They're all around the room. Here they go. I want to tell you, I don't know if you're in the city or county, it doesn't matter. They're on patrol. And I feel better. I sleep well at night knowing they're on patrol and they're taking care of us. So anyway, I'm just so, and we'll always be grateful, and I know you are as well, for our sheriff and our law enforcement in Hopkins County. I want to introduce to you someone you don't know, and his name is Tom Cater. And I'm going to just let him say a few moments, a few words to introduce the staff, and just say a few words to you with Sadako Construction Company. Come on up, Tom.
Well, I will keep it extremely short and sweet. We very much at Sadako want to extend our appreciation to the good folks in Hopkins County for having the confidence in our firm to build your project. We know how important it was to you, and we're glad that it's come to a successful completion. We are very proud to see that it's made a lot of people happy, particularly the sheriff and the commissioners. I want to tell you that the folks who really put this together, our superintendent, Gary Johnson, right over here. And our project manager, Eric Jaramillo, right over here. These guys took it from start to finish. I've worked with them for many, many years. I'm very proud to be a part of Sadako with them. We also want to thank the architects that we've worked with on a number of these projects. They typically have come in before we have, and we basically put into place the design and the thought process that they have. They're extremely talented and capable. They do a lot of this kind of work, and we're always very delighted to be able to work for them on these types of county projects. And I'm sure the judge is going to introduce them to you, but I wanted to thank Perry and Gary and Wayne with DRG personally for being allowing us to be your partners in this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. And I want to tell you, we did not get the cheapest one. There was one that said, we want to get into building jails. We didn't need somebody like that. We needed someone with experience. That's why we selected Sadako. And I want to thank you, Tom, you and your staff, Gary Johnson, Eric. We saw them every week, and they did a tremendous job on this jail. As you walk around, you'll see what I'm talking about. I also want to introduce to you Wayne Gondek with DRG Architectural Services. Come on up, and you can introduce your staff as well.
Thank you, Judge Newsom, Commissioners. It has been an absolute pleasure, Sheriff. We've done about 100 county jails in Texas. And I have to say, as far as any commissioner's court, I have never seen a commissioner's court go week after week after week meeting with the enthusiasm that this commissioner's court did. You know, typically we have a couple meetings with commissioner's court and then they dwindle off and have other things that they want to do. But this commissioner's court has served this county throughout this project and has done it energetically from the beginning to the end. Up until today, before this open house today, was over here going over more details of this project. So I have to say that this has been a tremendous blessing for an architectural firm to have that type of relationship, you know, in this community. This has been a great place to work. You know, we're not from here, and you know, a lot of times that works against us to go into a community and to be able to do something. But to be able to come into Hopkins County and here in Sulphur Springs and be able to work in a place in a community with this much enthusiasm for the law enforcement, for the people that serve back into this community has been great, and we do appreciate it. I do want to introduce, you know, my partners here and my associates. Perry Rapke has been up here most of the time through the construction. We do have a running joke. Perry does all the work. I get all the credit. That's why I'm up here talking. He's over there getting ready to go back to work. I also want to introduce Gary Adams. You may see the name of it. Gary has something that he wants to present here.
On every job, it's kind of an interesting situation on how it's all going to go together. I was asked by several people today, did this project come in under budget? Did it finish on time? And yes, it did. That goes to the fact that we had a great contractor, a construction manager in Sadalco, and we also had a great team with the county. We look at these projects as a team effort. One of the things that we did early on is go through with Butch and see all that he had and what are we going to do in his office. Lord, there's more Dolly Parton stuff. So I didn't talk to his wife about this. She may not like it either. But I sent off this hard hat. And it's got the Commissioner's Court's name on it, Judge Brown. It's got Sadalco. And this in pink is Dolly Parton. She writes worse than Wayne does. It says to Sheriff Butch Adams, love Dolly Parton. I'm supposed to call when this is over with. I'm going to say, well, he threw it on the ground. Thank y'all. And yes, we do look a little bit alike.
You notice his name was Gary Adams, and he is related, he's a cousin to Butch Adams. All right, and so he knew his weakness right there, and so anyway, that I have never seen. How about y'all? That's highly unusual. Well, folks, we're through with the speeches. It's time for a ribbon cutting, and so if you want to go back in and see the jail, if you haven't got your tour done yet, there's a lot to see, and this will be your, especially from the jail back, unless you are a bad boy or girl, this will be the last time you'll get to walk through.
Inmates are expected to be moved into the new facility once a phone visitation system is installed and is approved by the Texas Commission on Jail Standards.